Welcome to this episode of the Boardroom Spotlight, the show that takes you inside the minds and strategies of today's most influential business leaders. Join us as we delve into the stories of visionaries who are shaping the future of commerce, innovation, and leadership. Josiah Chilufya Muyambo, the CEO of Plogging Cleaning Zambia, a pioneering environmental organization dedicated to promoting community-driven cleaning initiatives and sustainable waste management practices across Zambia. Founded on the principles of collective responsibility and environmental stewardship, their vision is to empower individuals, communities, and institutions to take action against pollution, littering, and waste management.
First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here today. My name is Josiah Chilufya Muyambo. I was born in Kitwe in a family of 6, 5 boys, 1 girl. When I was very young, I started doing flips. When I was like 5, I could flip and do a very good flip. So when I reached somewhere grade 10, I took interest in athletics. I was doing triple jump and high jump. I wasn't much of a runner because I used to have a fast heartbeat on the starting line. So I used to shun away from that, but I was a fast runner. But because of that, I used to avoid running. So fast forward, after I finished grade 12, I took interest in athletics. I started training with Mr. Matete. So it's from there where Plogging came from. Because after we did athletics and whatnot, I was feeling like there was something that was missing. There was something that was missing. So we started. I had a friend of mine. We partnered. We started personal fitness training. We started visiting people's homes, training them and whatnot. So we wanted to expand our business. So one day we met a white man. He was always walking in the neighborhood with a dog. So we approached him and we wanted him to be part of us, where we go to him, train him. Then he said, personally, I cannot be part of your program, but I can advise you on how you can better your program. So he told us to say, there is what is called plogging in Sweden. Plogging is a combination of 2 words which consists of jogging and picking up litter. So he said, if you guys combine this with what you're doing, it's going to push your business or your activity on another level. That man was kind of funny. We asked for his number where maybe we can be consulting from him and whatnot. He said, I'll see you when you start doing plogging. I'll recognize you. We said, okay, fine. So fast forward, me and my friends started planning, started engaging people. We started engaging the local communities, councils. We made quite a large group. Fast forward, we engaged the mayor. The mayor approved, and we set a date for launching. We launched the program. We quite did a number of activities with the mayor. So that's what sparked the whole thing of Plogging. First of all, looking at the current situation in our communities, we lack proper disposal of solid waste. So when we started Plogging, first it was excitement. We were so excited because we were doing something that we never did before, and we had partners in Sweden that were sending us programs that were keeping us involved. There was what was called Plogging World, where the whole world was doing plogging on the same day, where we were jogging, picking up litter, and doing the cleaning. So what really got me locked in was that looking at the current state of how people dispose of solid waste, we lack education on how to correctly dispose of plastics, paper. You and I can acknowledge this. when you're in a bus, you're drinking, say, a sachet of water. Most of the people call it drip. When you just finish, you literally open the window and throw it away, not knowing that you're damaging the environment. So for me, whenever I'm having a sachet of water or a bottle of water I finish drinking, whenever I feel like throwing it outside the window, I feel like I'm killing somebody. That's what motivates me to impart that knowledge into people. And that's what keeps me locked in and feel like I can do better. Plogging Zambia is mainly a cleaning campaign under the Keep Zambia Clean campaign. As you all know, Zambia has been running a Keep Zambia Clean campaign for quite a long time. We want to see a clean and plastic-free Zambia. So us as Plogging Zambia, we come in on two things. Like I mentioned earlier, we are a fitness group and also a group that is focusing on tackling the plastic and paper pollution crisis that we are facing as a nation and the world at large. So as Plogging Zambia, we are riding on the already established route that has already been there, and our main goal is to see a clean environment. Yeah. So our vision is to see a country that is well educated with the proper disposal of plastic and paper pollution. As we go forward, we are looking at providing a system that is going to be going into schools, educating students on how to properly dispose of solid waste from the grassroots. You know, they'd say train a child on the way they should go. So we want to start as early as possible, where if possible we start from baby class, so that students or pupils are able to know to say this is the right way of disposing of plastic. Because you can acknowledge this, there are schools that have got bins that are specifically for plastics, specifically for paper, for the sake of recycling. But because pupils are not taught rightly, they don't really know where to dispose the plastic, where to dispose the paper, where to dispose this and that. So in the end, there's chaos in the environment and the community at large. Yeah, so as Plogging Zambia, that's what we are kind of focusing on. Okay, so Plogging Zambia has had a tremendous impact on the environment based on the fact that we are looking on the recycling part, because we collect plastics, we collect paper, then what? So what Plogging Zambia has really done so far is identifying recycling companies. A company that can produce something from the solid waste that is collected, especially plastic and paper. So far we have a lady that produces plastic pavers, and we've partnered with those people where when plastics are collected in the environment, they are taken to them for production. Then we also have another one that makes blocks, building blocks out of plastics. So as Plogging Zambia, we look to empower people through what we are doing. Plogging Zambia is a non-profitable organization, but as you know, we need finances for us to keep running. So we partner with those people so that we generate income out of whatever we are doing. Henceforth, we are providing a very big impact to the environment. So like I mentioned earlier, we go to city councils. The first time we had launched this program, we launched it in Kitwe. By then, Christopher Kangombe was the mayor by then. So he helped us quite a lot. The Department of Public Health, the Department of the Town Clerk, and the Council at large, they've really helped us. Then we also ride on the social corporate responsibility under companies. So companies come on board, they help us with this and that. So the response has been quite good, and the work is really going. People lack knowledge. People don't really know how to handle solid waste. So when you go to remote areas, you might find that today you clean, tomorrow you find people have thrown there. They've even seen a poster written there, do not dump here. When you dump here, you'll be penalized the 100 kwacha. But people still dump. So those are the critical challenges that we keep facing in the environment and the community where we are working from. Yeah. The government can come in, especially on the aspect of proper collection and proper disposal of solid waste. We might have bins in public places like markets. We might have these mounted bins around the streets. We might have everything provided. But if the government is not on point with collection, you might find that they are full, but there's nobody to pick them. Hence, they have started making waste again. They've started making the place dirty. So the government can come in and help us on that part. Then the private sector as well. We've got a lot of public places that don't have bins. To our own understanding as Plogging Zambia, each and every public place, every after 15 meters, there should be a bin. I should not walk from here to East Park for me to find a bin. You get my point? I should just walk and easily dispose something. Because if I carry an empty bottle for like 15-20 minutes, it will become heavy. What if I want to greet somebody? I'll throw it away and I'll make date. So what we need for the private sector is for them to come on board and help us and help the government as well. Work together so that we can better our environment and fight plastic and paper pollution. Charity begins at home. In a home setup, we need to come together as a home, identify where we are lacking. We need to build a culture where we are accountable for whatever we are doing ourselves. You might find that a father in a home is instructing kids at home to go and dispose solid waste in the street because they don't have a bin, or they don't have a pit at home, or they are not able to afford to pay for the garbage collectors. But if we are responsible as personal responsibility, we take up personal responsibility, I mean, we are going to fight plastic and paper pollution, and we are going to achieve our goals. So we are working on building a network, and we are working on building a constant program that will be running the whole year, starting with outreach programs, that is community engagement, schools engagements, companies engagements, and also education. So like I mentioned earlier, we want to work on including plastic and paper pollution in the curriculum, where it's taught from the grassroots. I'm aware there is a subject that consists of plastic and paper pollution, but it's not really taught as the way it's supposed to, because we just need like a club specifically, the way we have jets, the way we have these other clubs in schools. We are supposed to have something like plogging initiated in schools, where learners are dedicating a specific day in a week to do plogging in the community, so that they are seeing the impact that plogging has. So as we go down the years, we'll have all schools in Zambia, all public institutions in Zambia participating in plogging. Hence, we'll see a cleaner and greener environment. Personally, I've got a responsibility to see a clean environment, starting from my household. Despite all the challenges that I might be facing, despite not eating, I need to see my environment clean. So what drives me is a saying that I got from a friend. It goes, be the change you want to see. It's quite challenging, especially in terms of funding, because sometimes you might find that you don't have whatever you need at home, but you're supposed to be somewhere and execute a task for the organization. So you have to sacrifice. So on that one, it's just based on the passion and the sacrifice that you give out. We need leaders. Like the saying goes, the field is big, the laborers are few. So we need as many youths as we can count. We need as many as they can come. So youths need to take up leadership roles, leadership ventures, so that we can achieve what we want to achieve.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Boardroom Spotlight. We hope you enjoyed our conversation with Mr. Muyambo. Stay tuned for more episodes where we'll continue to bring you inspiring stories and valuable insights from the world of business. Until next time, keep innovating and striving for excellence.